Welcome back, gentlemen. Happy Saturday. This video is being made a lot later than expected, but we're still going to make it. And I just wanted to give you guys an update on my fitness journey. Currently, I am going on a cut, and we successfully dropped another 2.5 pounds. So that's right on. And that was my third week of cutting. So my first week of cutting, I dropped from 184 to 181. So we hit a solid 3 pound drop, and that was like my first time of doing like a little lower calorie deficit, and then implementing 30 minutes of walking at the end of my workout every single day, and making sure I'm hitting at least 8,000 steps a day. So, and then the second week I did great inputs, ate clean, did all my workouts, like nothing. Everything was on point, and I only dropped 1 pound. I went from 181 to 180, and I was like a little bit weirded out, but the thing that saved me was listening to other YouTube trainers. They say that this is something that happens where your weight fluctuates, but when you look at it on a monthly, if you keep it up and continue to go for like 4 or 5 weeks, you would have seen that there's a straight line decline. So, and then the other one is sometimes you just got to trust your inputs. If you know the process works, you just trust your inputs. You're eating right, you're sleeping, you're working out, you're getting your steps in, you're drinking your water, and you're doing all the inputs right. Just know the output will be there, especially when it comes to your physical body. So don't always look at the scale, because when you're changing the body composition, there's a lot of things that are happening in the background that your body's adjusting, and we're just not fully aware of it. So just be patient with yourself, and don't start going crazy and changing what you're eating and dropping your calories by another 200, 300, right? Just, if it worked the first week, the other week, just trust it and don't freak out. But we just completed our third week, and we dropped from 180 to 177.8. So another healthy 2 drop this week. So I'm pretty psyched. I'm excited, and I'm making this YouTube channel while I'm on my fitness journey. So it's kind of gonna get integrated, because later on in the future, I'm going to introduce more of the fitness journey, working out, food, and meal prepping, and kind of all of those kind of things, because I do want you guys to be focused on your fitness and your physique are important, and being able to be in control of that, and knowing how to just be disciplined around your day, just making sure you're eating the right food, and then your mental discipline is not getting your body full of junk food, being tempted by sugar, and you start taking life a lot more serious. When you control the body, it's easier to begin to start controlling the mind, because you have to control your mind to control your body. You have to submit your body to your mind on a fitness journey. So it's a great starting point for any young man or anyone that wants to take more responsibility, more accountability for their life. Start taking accountability of what you're putting inside your body with your food, how you're taking care of your temple, because that discipline will start bleeding into all the areas of your life. So that was a quick update on my fitness journey. I just want to do a little update on my YouTube channel. Last night I was in a rush, and I made that extra video. I said that I wasn't going to make an extra video because I already made 3, but I eventually ended up going to the gym, if you were watching it, and I made the video. So I had 2 videos to post. I went back home, I downloaded them, was taking a shower. I was running late to meet up with some friends, and I listed the wrong video. I listed the one I made later, the one I made after work. So I messed that up a little bit, but that's just a learning curve, just to make sure that when you're in a rush, review before you publish it, because I was trying to publish them being like 2 hours between, but ended up only publishing one of them, So I need to make sure I get the tools right, because I swear I published both of them, but I got back home from hanging out and kind of got a little late. So this is why everything got pushed by 2 hours ahead. But yeah, I was like, that's a learning curve. And then another learning curve is like, I was watching the video and my mic kept on hitting my coat, and it was making those annoying sounds in the beginning of the video. And like, low key, like, if I watched a video that was like that and I heard the mic getting scratched up, like, I would turn it off. So if you guys stuck around even after my mic was hitting my coat, shout out to you guys, man, because I know I like having video quality and video quality, audio quality, and that's something I'm still working through. So it's a work in process, like everything else in life. It's not going to be perfect, but knowing, hey, that's a room for improvement. So it's like that question I asked, right? At the end of the night, or at the end of any activity, you go, what went well, what should we avoid, and is there anything we can do better, right? So celebrate your wins. When you say, hey, you knocked out 3 videos, you knocked out 4 videos, that's a celebration, right? And I'm doing this to create habit. So I created a system to get into a habit of getting in my car, making a video, and then what could be better is my mic, right? I'm figuring out how to do the mic better, uploading this video onto YouTube. What's the best method to do that, right? Oh, that's another big one I learned was I began shooting my videos in 4K, and this video is being made off my iPhone, a 4K front camera, right? I realized when I'm uploading a 4K video to YouTube, it actually, there is, I don't know if it's just me, but there is a difference in time of down uploading it. There's a marginal difference. So that thinking that if I'm going to be making like longer videos that are like 15, 20, 30 minutes, I would probably just, for the sake of it, I might just still go with HD, because HD is still pretty good. So just if you guys are making videos, just know, like, when you're downloading or transferring the file, like 4K versus 1080 HD, there's a difference. So that's something just for me to know. Like, if I'm making videos and I need it to upload quicker, shoot that thing in the lower resolution, because I can't really tell. I personally can't tell the difference between 4K and 1080, but that might start coming into like when you're like making edits and exporting and putting it on other platforms. I'm not a tech geek, so but that's something I learned. But we're here. It's a rest day. I got Saturday and Sunday as a rest day on my plan this week, but either way, I'm going to the gym to get some steps in, listen to audiobooks, listen to something that feeds my brain positivity about growth, masculinity. Always feed your mind with the good things. Don't listen to, vain things. Don't get yourself caught up with other people's lives, man. You got to focus on your life and your life only, because when you begin to nurture yourself, that's when you're in a position to nurture others. When you are abandoning yourself to go nurture and be there for others, that's your life. That's taking away from your life. So it's okay to set boundaries to be able to feed yourself. You need to feed yourself. You need your daily bread. You need your communion with God. You need the time to spend with yourself. And that has to be planned, because sometimes people get stretched out so thin and they go through a mental breakdown, and everybody thinks, oh, what is wrong? It's like, because they got used to stretching themselves thin for a long time, and everyone expects them to be like that. It's okay to say, hey, I need some time to be alone and reflect and think and set up some boundaries. Never be scared to stand up for yourself, man. Never be scared. And you have to do that. Start doing that, because you'll run into people who will take advantage of you, and you need to learn how to say no. I'm good. Don't be so quick to say yeah, sure. No, don't do that. Right? Okay. But as I told you guys, when you guys gonna jump on my videos in the morning, I'm always gonna remind you and harass you. I don't try to harass you, but beat it into you guys that you guys have to have a plan. So today, how's your sleeping looking? Are you drinking enough water? is your nutrition on point, or is it getting better, right? The other one is eating enough protein, right, which is 80% of your lean body mass, not just your weight, right? If you're do the math on it, right? Just lean muscle, multiply that by 0.81, and that's how much protein you want to take in a day if you're working out, or working out. Okay, the other one is, do you got your daily tasks down, your weekly tasks? What's on the agenda for today? Don't wake up and say, oh, what should I do? If that's what you're doing right now, gotta adjust that right now. Wake up. What am I doing today? You're making a plan. Okay, make a plan. What you do every day. You make your bed. You brush your teeth. You wash your face. Get a facial routine going. Make sure your room is clean, put together. Make sure it smells good, right? You're doing this for you, nobody else. You're doing this for you. You wanna express excellence. Start taking control of it in your immediate reality. Okay. And then the other one, as I said, are you setting up healthy boundaries that are beneficial for you and your dreams, and for you achieving what you want to achieve? The other one, are you self-advocating? Invest in yourself. Okay, put yourself out there. Go into places that make you uncomfortable. Overcome your social anxiety. Overcome the fear of rejection. Overcome the fear of women. If you have trouble talking to women, overcome that. That's all things that a man should overcome. Okay. What else is here? Are you reflecting on your day and at night? Reflect on your days and your night. Figure out, what can I do better? What should I avoid? What do I need to cut out? How can I improve? On a daily basis. This is living life with intention. This is taking control of your life. When you start taking responsibility and accountability for your life, you will start walking in authority. You will find meaning. You will find purpose. And guess what? A good portion of your depression will disappear. Okay? We'll talk about depression and loneliness and what was it, anxiety, the root causes of that on a metaphysical level, or from a spiritual perspective, in the future videos, guys. What else we got? And then the most important one is, are you talking with God? Always make room for God, guys. When you wake up, it doesn't have to be long, right? But just make the effort. God, I desire to get to know you. I desire you to lead me, be my shepherd, teach me, guide me, give me wisdom to know how to live out my life on earth. Give me the wisdom to know how to count my time, be a good steward. And it's things like that, guys. These are the things that make a life worth living. Don't let time pass you by. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for a certain person to walk into your life. Don't wait for something outside of yourself to happen for you to give yourself permission to go after what you really want to go after. If it's on your heart, majority of the day, you're going to sleep and it's on your heart. You wake up and it's kind of on your heart. That's your sign to go and do it. Whatever it is, go and do it. All right, boys, I'm going to go hit that workout. And if it's fitting, I'll make another video later tonight. Other than that, guys, enjoy your Saturday. Plan it out. We'll live with intention. Let there be action. And pray to God. Take care, guys.